Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your biology class. In the last class, we discussed about the feeding and mode of digestion in grass-eating animals and also in amoeba. Today, I'm going to take a new chapter, chapter number 7, Weather, Climate and Adaptations of Animals to Climate. Have you heard elders in your family discuss the weather before planning a family function? You must have also heard the experts discussing weather before they start the game. Have you ever wondered why? Many of our daily activities are planned based on the weather predicted for that day. So let us discuss what is meant by weather. There are daily reports of the weather on the TV, radio and newspapers. Do you know who prepared these weather reports? The weather reports are actually prepared by the meteorological department of the government. This department collects the data on temperature, wind, etc. and makes the weather prediction. A sample of weather report from a newspaper is given. You can see the daily weather report carries information about temperature, humidity, rainfall, etc. Then what is this humidity? Yes, humidity is a measure of the moisture in air. Then how can we define weather of a place? The day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to the temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. is called the weather at that place. So the temperature, humidity and other factors are called as the elements of the weather. The weather is such a complex phenomenon that it can vary over very short periods of time. It can happen sometimes that it is sunny in the morning, but suddenly clouds appear from nowhere and it starts raining heavily. You must have had several such experiences. So it shows the weather of a place changes day after day and week after week. That is why we often say today's weather is too humid or the weather was warm last week. Children, do you know what is this? Yes, it's rain gauge. Rain gauge is the instrument used to measure rainfall. It is basically a measuring cylinder with a funnel on top to collect rainwater. I believe you understood what weather is. Weather is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, etc. Then what is meant by climate? What is the difference between this climate and weather? You know, meteorologists record the weather every day. The records of the weather have been preserved for the past several decades. These help us to determine the weather pattern at a place. The average weather pattern taken over a long time is called the climate of a place. If we find that the temperature at a place is high most of the time, then we say that the climate of that place is hot. If there is also heavy rain on most of the days in the same place, then we can say that the climate of the place is hot and wet. Now let's discuss some places of India and their climatic conditions. This is Kerala. and the climate is very hot and wet. Children, which place is this? Yes, Jammu and Kashmir, and the climate is cold and dry. Can you identify the state from this picture? Yes, it's Rajasthan. And what about the climate? Yes, the climate is very hot and dry. Children, by showing this picture, I represent the Northeast India. And the climate of Northeast India is wet and cold. I attach a YouTube URL, test questions and notes. You can watch the animation of the topic with the help of that YouTube URL. Download the notes and learn. Attend the test questions. See you in next class with another topic. Till then, bye.